Shabbat Shalom, welcome. Welcome to the Bible study of today. We, the nation of Israel, study on the Shabbat, and we like to bring an understanding to people about the seventh day. The seventh day is biblical. 6 days shall you work and do all your labor, and on the seventh day you shall work, not work, and do any labor. And today we have thanks to Brother Jimmy. Today, as it is with most Shabbats, people come and go. They never have a particular time when to come and study. But then again, everyone has things to do. But the Lord has something to do with us. And the mission that He has with us is to give us the divine revelation of 6 days shall you work and do all your labor. And on the seventh day, it shall be a Sabbath rest unto Yud-Heh-Vah-Heh, Yahweh. And of course, in the Old Testament, it is written in Exodus chapter 20. In the fourth commandment, it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So, what is holy? Separated, sanctified, set apart. All those things have to do with being holy. And it continues to read likewise. 6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. It is in it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy sons nor thy daughters, nor thy maidservants, nor thy manservants, nor the cattle, nor the stranger that is within the gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Shabbat day and hallowed it. And that is a really large commandment. And it's so large that there's so much to do with the reading of it. And I'm going to lower the music down for a minute so we can go to the prophet Yeshayahu, Isaiah. Prophet Isaiah, in the book of Isaiah, Isaías capítulo 56. Isaiah chapter, and of course we use eSword. eSword is an electronic Bible that Rick Myers has put on for the whole world to use, and it has a lot of Hebrew, a lot of English, a lot of Spanish, and this version here happens to have the Hebrew with the Strong's Concordance numbers that you can easily see and read for yourself. Anyone with a computer can see instantly what the writings in the Hebrew text for the word Abraham, the Hebrew letter number H85, Abraham. And its meaning is to be populous or the father of a multitude. Abraham, the later name of Abram or Abraham. And we use different types. In the King James, it's standard, and that's how it's read in English. We can go to the Kadosh, which is Cuando Abraham era 99 años de edad, Yahweh se le pareció a Abraham y le dijo. A lot of people don't like to use the name Yahweh, they use the name Adonai. There was, in the days of the Jewish nation, where they said, the name is too holy, don't use it. But when King Messiah came the first time, he said in the book of John, chapter 17, he said these very words in English. Yochanan. John chapter 17. This we call the high priestly prayer, but we go to verse tradition, all things, let's see, manifesting. In verse 6, it says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou givest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou givest them to me, and they have kept thy word. And if we go to the Spanish version, it says, yo di tu nombre a conocer a la gente que me dices del mundo. Ellos eran tuyos y tú me los diste y han guardado tu palabra. And so, and in doing so, he's telling us that the Messiah revealed the name of the Father, the name of God, to his apostles, the disciples that he gave them. And so that name has to be understood in a fashion that it's more than just a name. What name was it? Here it says just a name. Or what is a character? Or what is the authority? And the Messiah said in the book of, right before his ascension to heaven, Matthew, Mateo, chapter 28, he said, all authority, toda autoridad me han dado en el cielo y la tierra, vayan y hagan discípulos, pero enseñarles, todos los que le han enseñado, y bautícelos en nombre del Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. So, one thing is that we have been lied to about the name, that we should not use it. Titles are okay. I have no title. I am a disciple of the Messiah, and that's all I am. Not a title. I'm called out to understand more about him and to teach more about him, because we all have a mission. And our mission is to go and proclaim the absolute truth, the truth not washed down as we have received it as a inheritance from our forefathers, but we have been called to come back to the pure Word of God. So our teaching for today comes from the book of, and let me go to it. It's the book of and we can read it in Spanish. It's called Parashá número 14, Va Era. And you can continue the camera there so we can continue to see the words as we display them here. Las aliadas del libro de Éxodos, capítulo 6 hasta el 9:35, son de esa forma. Alía 1, alía 2, alía 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y luego un mártir que se repite unos últimos versículos de la séptima alía. En el Viejo Testamento se lee la Haftorah de Ezequiel 28:25 hasta el 29:21. Y luego los escritos apostólicos, el Nuevo Evangelio del New Testament, Lucas 2:21 al 5:11. Y luego los aliados del Nuevo Evangelio o el Nuevo Testamento, Nuevo Pacto, o los codiceos del Nazareno vienen en 5 formas, de 5 aliados de los escritos apostólicos.
En cuestión del nombre de Yahvé, se relaciona, ¿cómo se relaciona con el sistema solar el número 26 de las letras, verdad? ¿Cómo en numérica? ¿Cómo se relaciona con el sistema solar?
Sí, la pregunta es del hermano Israel es que ¿cómo es el nombre? Bueno, de este lado, si no ponemos atención, pero vamos a enfocarnos en este lado de la tableta, el nombre lo escribimos, siempre se escribe de esta forma, de la izquierda hasta la derecha. Eso es así, forma hebreo, y son 4 letras. Pero para no desagradar el nombre, lo escribo en esta forma para abajo, en columnas para abajo. Yud-Hei, Vav-Hei. Y esas letras son únicas. Esta es la Y, la Y o la Yod. se pronuncia así, Yod. Y luego esta es una H que se pronuncia Hey. O la Vav se usa en dos formas, la B o la W, ¿verdad? W. Y esta forma es la misma que esta letra, se dice Hey. So, en inglés escribimos así, de esa forma, de la izquierda a la derecha, como si fuera Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. Y estas 4 letras son las 4 letras del nombre de Dios o el Señor o diciendo Lord en inglés. Pero eso siendo como un título, ese es el nombre verdadero. Y luego han puesto, como estos son consonantes, Ya, ¿verdad? Hu y lo B. Yahuvé o Jehová. Jehová. The vowels. Pero muchos dicen el nombre, ¿ok? El nombre, nuestros hermanos mayores dicen Hashem, porque Hashem es the name o el nombre. Ahora, en el libro de Juan, el Mesías dijo, le ha revelado tu nombre, Hashem, a los discípulos que me dices, pero ¿a cuál es el nombre? ¿Verdad? So, mucho tiempo pasó y para no usar estos números, las letras Yud, He, Vav, He, escritas en esa forma, Yud, He, Vav, He, lo comenzaron usando Adonai. 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 AI. Adonai. Ahora, lo que pasa es que el Mesías, cuando Él vino, Él nos introdujo, Él dijo, a los hombres que me dices son tuyos, tú me los dices, a ellos les revelé tu nombre. So, tiene que ver un nombre. Y este nombre está escrito porque en el Nuevo Testamento dice en Mateo capítulo 5 que esto en inglés se dice dot o jot. Okay? A dot or jot. Quebrar el pan, la halá, Bukutayavero, Henemelekaolam, Hamotze de Hemin Hades. Bendecido sea Dios omnipotente, Rey del universo, que está delante de la tierra, pan. Y Él quebró el pan y se los dio a los discípulos, diciéndole, comed. This is my body, este es mi cuerpo que he dado por ustedes, hagan eso en memoria de mí. Baruch Hashem, bendito es el Eterno, Amen. And my wife is getting some halal, some wine and grape juice. Bendecido sea Dios omnipotente, Rey del universo, que está delante de la tierra vino. This is my blood of the new covenant that I have poured out for you. Drink in remembrance of me. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time and your energies. I encourage every one of you to continue to be faithful. As our invitation says, that que vive la vieja escuela, and that everyone return back to the Messiah, whom we've defected from the ancient paths. And this is a calling. because there has been so much